Hello, testing, testing. Hi TP Gaming, how you doing? What does TP stand for? Is that your initials of your real name in real life? Toilet paper? No clue. Alright, I'm just gonna set up my facial tracking like I usually do before streams. Hope you're all having a good day. I actually had a good one, though I'm pretty tired right now. Yeah, I had a smooth day at work today. I got my work done pretty smoothly. I mean, I always get my work done. It's just how hard do I have to fight with the AI to get the work done. The AI slaves cooperated very well today. Very happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna get started. Bam. I'm here. Hello. It feels like it's been a while. I skipped a day this week. But I'm back. It feels so weird to look at new problems now. We're actually going into... So for context, we've been doing problems from the blind 75 Leetcode questions. I didn't realize I stopped so early last interview session. Like the time range when I was searching for jobs the first time. Apparently I just stopped when I finished dynamic programming. And then we tried doing the blind 75 again with Java. We stopped at dynamic programming again, and then we switched to Python. So now we're here now. We're now doing graphs. We're doing the problem Pacific Atlantic water flow. I just clicked into this problem like, wow, I've literally never seen this problem before. We're literally in new, uncharted territory. Pretty scary, but also pretty exciting. Okay, let's read this problem. There is an m by n rectangular island that borders both the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. The Pacific Ocean touches the island's left and top edges. I see, so Pacific Ocean is here, Atlantic is here. And the Atlantic Ocean touches the island's right and bottom edges. The island is partitioned into a grid of square cells. You are given an m by n integer matrix heights, where heights r, c, represents the height above sea level of the cell located at coordinate r, c. As you said, like row, column. Okay. The island receives a lot of rain, and the rainwater can flow to neighboring cells. No, don't tell me we have to simulate rainwater flow. The rainwater can flow to neighboring cells directly north, south, east, and west if the neighboring cell's height is less than or equal to the current cell's height. Water can flow from any cell adjacent to an ocean into the ocean. Okay, I see. Return a 2D list of grid coordinates result where result I is equal to RICI denotes the rainwater that can flow from cell RICI to both the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. What the frick? That's crazy to me. So we have to simulate water flow somehow. Okay, but the logic of water flow is kind of simple. So it's literally water from the top levels can flow to the bottom levels. Water from land can flow to the ocean. What is it asking though? Return a 2D list of grid coordinates result where result I equals RICI denotes the rainwater, denotes that rainwater can flow from cell RICI to both the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans. Denotes that rainwater can flow. Are we returning a 2D list of booleans? That's what it's sounding like to me. So we want to identify the cells where it can flow to both the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Okay. Okay, so here's the example input. Heights is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5. Okay, it's like this. So these are my rows, columns. Okay, I see. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4 is here. Output is 0, 4. Holy, where's 0, 4? Row is, so row, column, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess, obviously, this can flow from itself to Pacific and Atlantic, so it flows this way to the top and this way to the right. And literally everywhere else, I guess. I see, so we're returning a list of cells, we're not returning a list of booleans. The following cells can flow to the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans as shown below. 0, 4, Pacific, Atlantic, and then 1, 3, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we can flow to up top and then to the Pacific Ocean, and then to the left, and then the left again to the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, I see. Next example is 1, 4, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, this path is harder. So obviously you can flow right to the Atlantic Ocean, and then you can flow to the left, and then to the top, and then to the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, interesting. I'm sensing some sort of... Is this not dynamic programmingable? Like, if we know that... let me get a pen out. There's my pen. Ooh, I'm starting to see sub-problems here. So if we know that this one can reach both the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, when we see this one, right? And we're like, okay, obviously this can flow this way, and then we can flow this way, and then this way, and then, oh, this one can flow to both the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. So this path is automatically true, you know? Okay. Krishna Khan says, hey, hi. Hello, hey Krishna, how you doing? I'm doing the Pacific Atlantic water flow. It is boggling my mind. Okay, now we have 22012. So they're saying that this one can flow to both Pacific and Atlantic Ocean too. You would first go up like that, and then up like that here. Okay. And then from here you can flow literally to here. Okay. Note that there are other possible paths. Whoop. Note that there are other possible paths for these cells to flow to the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. This one is height just 1. So it's literally like that. 0, 0. The water can flow from the only cell to the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Oh. Okay, and the constraints are here. I and M, so M and N, the width and height are less than 200. This sounds like dynamic programming, no? This feels like the constraints are very small, which means it's kind of brute forceable. You can kind of dynamic program this, no? How do you do this though? Vamsi says, yo, hello. Okay. No DP? No DP? Why no DP? I know, it says it's a tree problem, no? It's literally in the graph problem here. I mean, okay, let's think about how we would do this from like a human standpoint if we don't even have any code. If I look at this thing, right, I'm like, okay, it can flow to... Where can it flow to? It's sort of... We can flow to 2. No, we can't. These are all greater than this, so it can't. But we can flow to here and here because it's the ocean. And we're like, okay, well, I guess this one can flow only to the Pacific. Vamsi says, think, bruh. I am thinking. Thinking like this, if considered the one ocean, we can do DFS from the end of the ocean. Wait, if considered the one ocean, we can do DFS from the end of the ocean if we can reach other and add all the visited set res. Oh, interesting. So you're saying try to find a path from one ocean to the other and then find all the nodes in between? Oh, interesting. Do DFS from 0, 0 and n to 1 and minus 1. Wait, you just said no DFS. What the heck? You just contradicted yourself, Vamsi. Okay. I'm getting a lot of different suggestions in chat. Well, two suggestions. One is start from the Pacific and try to find a path to the Atlantic Ocean. And then the other is DFS. No DP. Oh, sorry, I misread your comment. Do DFS from 0, 0 and n minus 1, comma m minus 1. Do DFS from 0, 0 and n minus 1, n minus 1. So you're saying, I'm going to use a different color marker, by the way, so it's too hard to see. From like here, and then here. Rio Delp says, how do you even solve these leak codes as a beginner? I have no freaking clue. Okay, how does DFS work here? Also, why these specific ones? I mean, this one can obviously go into the Pacific, like here, here, you know? Okay, how would we even do DFS from here? We can't go here, because 2 is greater than, we can't go here, 2 is greater, 2 is greater. Like DFS from top left corner and from bottom right. What? At the same time, from top left corner to bottom right. I'm not sure I'm seeing it. DFS from top left corner from... So you're saying start from here to here? But we're already blocked by 2, 2, and 3. These are already bigger than 1. So we can't possibly use these, no? Okay, here's how I'm thinking of it. I don't understand the DFS way from both sides. Actually, are there any hints here? Nope, 0 hints. Great. DFS, BFS, okay. Wait, if like 2 DFSs, bruh, starting from top left and another one from bottom right. Like here, here. But you're kind of blocked here, no? What do you do about the 2s here and the 3s here? I'm not sure I get it. DFS. Like you're just straight up blocked here, no? Can you start DFS at any of the nodes here? Like here, 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 you know? Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. No, wait, no, I'm dumb. Hold on. So you're kind of tracking it backwards, right? So it's okay for the numbers to be bigger. So you could go here, because from 2 it could flow to 1, right? From 2, you could flow to 1 like that, or like that, or like that, you know? Okay. And then from 5 you could flow to here. 3 you could flow to here. Ooh, okay, okay. 4 you could flow to here. We can start at all the sides, and do DFS. If we can reach the other ends, mark them as reachable. Oh, okay. And then from 4, what are the example 0, 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0. Take all the points from Pacific side and take all the sides from Atlantic sides. So you're saying start DFS from all these, and then all these, and then push your way inwards. Do 2 BFSs or 2 DFSs? Two BFSs or 2 DFSs? This is breaking my mind. Okay, let's start from one of the answer ones then. So 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently this is a solution, right? Wait, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one. How would we use DFS to determine it can flow to both the Pacific and Atlantic and take the intersection of both? What does that even mean? Take the intersection of both. I mean, from this one you can go here, here. How would we figure that out with DFS though? Another solution would be 1, 3. Zero, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 over here, because it can flow that way and that way. Okay, how would we figure this one out? We're saying start, like do DFS from every single side here. So we start from here. We can be like, okay, the water will flow upwards, so here. Oh wait. And then to here. Oh. Oh wait, I'm starting to see something. Oh. Interesting. Oh. I see. Maybe, yeah, okay. Maybe we can do a DFS, but then mark every single square. Like, okay, this square has been touched by the Pacific Ocean. Oh. And then for every single square touching the Atlantic Ocean, we can also do DFS starting from it. And then whenever we touch a square, we can be like, okay, this square has been touched by the Atlantic Ocean. And then at the end, yeah, how should we store this? Can we store this in some sort of map? Like, okay, 0, 0 is P. Should we have 2 maps to store this? Like 2 visited maps to store if a square has been visited by the Pacific water, and another map to store if the square has been touched by the Atlantic Ocean. And then at the end, we iterate, store it in a set. Store it in a set. Oh, interesting. Yeah, use visited for if visited. Store in a set, you say. Okay, so maybe in the first pass you do Pacific Ocean, right? You start at all of these sides, all of these sides. So in this case, let's say you're looking at this one, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So you would put like 0, 3 over here, right? And then you would visit this one next, so 1, 3. 1, 3, okay, this square has been touched by the Pacific too. I just say P equals this. These are all the stuff that has been touched by the Pacific. And then ... you fill up this set that shows where the Pacific water has touched. And then when you're doing the Atlantic now, you start from all of these sides and DFS inwards. And then for every square, you're like, okay, is the current square inside the set that has been touched by the Pacific? Oh, I feel like that works, no? Jaya says, hey buddy, what's up? Hello, I'm doing good. Not so great on this problem, but I think I'm starting to figure it out. Okay, I think I have a plan now. Some sort of vague plan. So for every single square on the Pacific side, we're gonna do like DFS, and then we're gonna make a set like this that stores like which squares have been touched by the Pacific water. And the way we do this is DFSing. So for example, we start on 1 here, we're like, okay, 2, 2, and 3 are all bigger than me, so it could flow this way, right? Like backwards speaking. It could have flowed from 2 to 1, and then 2 to 1, and then 3 to 1. And then from 2, we're like, okay, it could flow from... Wait, does it have to be strictly less than? It could flow from 3 to 2. Jaya said, buddy, I'm starting doing streaming. Hey, let's go! As you said, just do it. I didn't say that, Nike said that. I think I did say something like that though. Good job, man. What are you streaming? Okay, so the DFS algorithm, I'm just kind of trying to think of how this works. So we could do some sort of recursion, I guess, if the square adjacent to, for all squares adjacent to it, if they're greater than me, that means water could have flown from it to me. So I could recurse on that. Okay. Cool. And then for every square I visited, put it into this set that says if the Pacific water has visited it. And then I do the same thing for the Atlantic water. And for every square I visited, I check has the Pacific visited it. And if true, then I might also store a set. Yeah, like a result set. That stores which... Yeah, that stores which squares both have touched. I feel like it's a plan. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Thanks for people in the chat for giving me hints. Where do I put this? Sure, over here. Oh, this sounds like this is confusing to think about. But I think I have a basic plan now. Okay, so first we need to do DFS on all the squares on the top and the left. So let's do the top ones first. So for every single column, column. Jaya says DSA using Java. Ooh, interesting. That sounds like something people might watch. I used to use Java for lead coding too. For column and range heights, let's take the first row and take the length of the first row. Length, height 0. Should I do what the big boys do and just take out my M and N? M is equal to length of heights. N is equal to this shtick here. Yeah, this is more convenient. And then for every column in range N, we'll run DFS from N. Wait. What should the DFS take? It should probably take in the current coordinate, no? So row 0 and the current column. And then we should probably have a map outside that it can update, like Pacific touched. Yeah, and then we put in the row and column every time we visit it. DFS 0, comma, column. Yeah, the DFS can probably update this one. We're gonna update the DFS later. I'm just gonna get a rough outline what's going on. So this one is the top squares. We're gonna do the left squares now. For every row in range M, DFS the row, comma, 0th column. Okay. Maybe we need 2 DFS functions, one for the Pacific, one for the Atlantic one. So I'm going to call this Pacific. Yeah, the Pacific one has to do the updating of the Pacific touched one, right? And then Atlantic has to check if we've seen it in Pacific touched. Pacific DFS. Okay. Next is let's do the right ones. Right squares. Maybe this one is both touched. It's equal to empty set. And then when we do the right squares and the bottom squares, we will be updating the both touched one. Dang, how do people even think of this? For... we're going top down, so the row is changing. For row in range M, Atlantic DFS, we're taking the last column, so N minus 1, comma the row, and then the bottom squares for every column in range N. It's N, right? Yeah, it's N. Then we do the Atlantic DFS. We start at the last row, so N minus 1 and then column. Yeah, and then at the end, we return both touched. That's the general idea, right? So Pacific DFS will update the Pacific touched set, and then Atlantic DFS will check Pacific touched and put in both touched if it's also in the Pacific touched. Vamsy says, finally you get it. Wow, thanks Vamsy for the encouragement. Okay, so time to implement Pacific DFS and then Atlantic DFS. Let's do Pacific DFS. But yeah, thanks Famsi for the hints, I appreciate it. I think I would have been sitting here for like 2 hours if it weren't for the hints. DFS. Define Pacific DFS. We'll take in the row, column. I wonder if we can do some memoization for this later on. I'll worry about that later. I'm not sure about that. So row, column. That's it, right? Just row, column. I think to start off with, we need to process the current node. So we'll put the current square. We'll put the current square in Pacific Touch. So Pacific touched dot. How do you add stuff into this? Is it dot add the current row, column. Why not use one DFS function, bro? Why Pacific DFS and Atlantic DFS? Wait, don't they do different things though? The Pacific DFS has to update Pacific touched, and then Atlantic DFS has to check if the current square is in Pacific touched before adding into both touched. Is that not how it works? Like from the Atlantic side, we're doing something slightly different from the Pacific side. No? Can we solve binary search problems? Well, these are all graph problems. So unfortunately, probably not today, but maybe in future stream. So Pacific touch.add row, comma, column, this tuple. Pass the touch list to DFS function then. Pass the touched list to DFS function then. The touched list. I mean, will that work? What if I'm on one of the Pacific routes again and I see a Pacific touched? I mean, wait, yeah, what if I'm... How am I going to distinguish between the Pacific and Atlantic behavior though? What if I'm on a Pacific route, right? And then I'm like, okay, this current square has been touched already, but I have no notion if I'm the Atlantic or Pacific side, you know? So I don't know whether I should like count this as like as part of my final product, or swap the answers. Hello. I'm not sure how to do this for one DFS function, so I'm just gonna split into two for now. And then we're gonna do, oh right, we have to get all the children now. Oh no, how do we do this? So basically the row minus column, row column plus minus one each, right? And then if it's out of bounds, then we don't do anything. You can merge both of them after. Okay, sure. Yeah, maybe it's easier for me to think about it like this. Okay, so we have to do something like Pacific. How do we get... Well, yeah, how do we get... What's a really quick way to get all of these squares around another square? Do I do like a row offset, column offset for row offset, row diff? Maybe I do a row diff and then a column diff from -1 to 1, both from -1 to 1, and then I skip the one where it's 0, 0, you know? For row diff in range -1. Oh gosh, this is so messy. 1, 2, Where do you live? Pacific or Atlantic? Hands down Pacific. Wait, do I? Oh no, my geography. Wait, no, yeah, Pacific. And then for column, diff in range -1 to 2. So effectively -1 to 1. If row diff and column diff, wait, equals 0, and column diff is equal to 0, meaning it's the same square that we've touched, then continue. Else you do recursive calls on them. So Pacific, oh, we have to check if it's, which uni are you from? I don't think I want to tell you that. Too much about myself. But it's, yeah, too much about myself. Wait, this is tricky. We gotta check if it's inbounds too, and then make sure that it's higher than me. Vamsy says, bruh, just say it. You are a very direct person, aren't you? No, I refuse to say it. Members only. I'm just kidding, I don't have memberships. Okay. Oh, this is tricky. So I have to make sure that the square that I'm checking is actually inbounds and it's greater than my current square. Oh, there's so much stuff to check. Vamsy, let's be friends, bro. You are so direct, holy. Is this how you approach people in real life? I'm sure you have a lot of friends in real life though. Okay, first the inbounds check. I was hoping to do the inbounds check in... Dang, I was hoping to do the inbounds check as a base case in the recursion. But then I would lose out on the... is the current, the check of, is this current, is the next square greater than me, basically. Oh, so I have to do inbounds check. Also, if greater than me, recurse. Oh, for frick's sake. Vamsy says, which year are you in? If you don't get DFS, then do BFS. It's easier. Really? I've always thought BFS was harder because you need to do a Q or something. I don't know who you are, but I will find you. Wait, what if... What if I track the... like the previous year? Wait, is that gonna work? Oh. I think that might work. If I track a previous year too. Yeah, if I track a previous year too, I can make the base case like, okay, is it out of bounds? No? Is it greater than the previous? Yes? Then continue, you know? I think I like that. Okay. So all I have to do here, I don't even have to do an inbounds check or a greater than check. I can just literally just go ahead and recurse Pacific underscore DFS row plus the row diff column plus column diff Do you time track your approach, or is your first time on this problem? And what does time track mean? Well, it is my first time on this problem, so there's that. Yeah, okay. And then the base case here. So if we're out of bounds, if row is less than 0 or column is less than 0, or the row is greater than equal to m, or the column is greater than or equal to n, then you just return like a scaredy cat because you're out of bounds. I should also move these variables upwards so we can use them, right? And you don't do any work for those recursions. Oh, we should also do like, or the current. This is getting kind of long, so I'll do if the current column and row, if heights of row column is less than or equal to my previous one, meaning you can't have possibly have flowed to here, then you return to. Ramsey says, you so chill, bruh. Oh, thank you. I appreciate. Right, this makes sense, right? So basically, if current square less than or like shorter than previous square, meaning you can't possibly have flowed from here to the previous one, then you return. Yeah. And then you do the work of adding it to the Pacific touched. Okay. I think that's it. I'm gonna do a quick sanity check first. Let's just print what Pacific touched is before implementing the Atlantic DFS. Let's just see what squares we detect the Pacific has touched. Invalid syntax. No, where? Atlantic, oh, right. Okay, I'm gonna just comment this out first. Do the daily problem? Maybe, not now though. Previous, oh right, we need a previous. Previous can be like, it can be like negative infinity, right? Float negative infinity. Same for here. Pacific touch.add. Dictionary object is no. Oh, I instantiated the sets wrong. It's set. It is add, right? Kinoa says boah. Boah. Oh, I missed one parameter. DFS, the previous one is this one, right? Oh. Swapdion says, quick question, you finished array DP and binary search? I finished array and DP. There's no binary search section here though. I'm doing the blind 75 questions. Depth first search? Also, I'm just realizing, should we only let the water flow here if it hasn't flowed here before? if, would that be a problem? Well, it actually can flow only one way, right? You know what, let's just do this for now. Let's run this. Set is not a valid value for the expected return type, which is a list. Ah. Can we convert this to a list like this, perhaps? Did we actually return something? Ooh, okay. So apparently these are the Pacific squares. Let me delete these. Did we get it right? So 0, 1. Wait, 0, 1, okay. 1, 2. These are all in really random orders. 0, 1. Sure. 1, 2. Yeah. 0, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for sure. 2, 1. 0, 0, 1, 2. 1. Yes. 4, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. 1. Yeah, for sure. I think we got it, no? The Pacific ones, these should be right. 3, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, for sure. 2, 2. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Yeah, for sure. Are there any that's not supposed to be here? For example, we definitely don't see a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. 4, 4 is not here, right? Okay, I think we're good. Cool. Now the Atlantic part. Okay. Def Atlantic DFS. We're gonna do just the row, column, previous. Yeah, we can only flow. Yeah, we have to be careful about where we're flowing to. Make sure we're not flowing uphill. Okay, we can probably copy most of this over. Yeah, this is a lot of duplicate code, isn't it? Okay, so if we're out of bounds, then return, yes. If the current square is shorter than the previous square, that means we couldn't have flown from it to the previous one. So then we return. And then we do the work here. We're no longer trying to check or update our Pacific touch set. We're now trying to update the result now. Let me squash this down. So we're now trying to update both touched, right? Both touched. Let me also move this upwards. So if the current tuple of row column is in Pacific touched, meaning the Pacific water has touched this, then we can add it into both touched. Both touched dot add Pacific touched. Yay. Also, I'm just realizing the expected return type is a list, right? Not tuple. So I probably have to handle this later. Yeah. And row column, but for now I'll keep these as tuples. And then for all the squares around it, if it's the same square, then continue. Else you recursively do Atlantic DFS on it and store the previous height. Okay. Return list both touched. Okay, let's see what this gives us. Invalid syntax Atlantic DFS. Oh, right. We had to put our I guess ocean depth into it. Ocean depth. There we go. Please work. Invalid syntax. Why? Atlantic DFS n-1 row. Wait, what's wrong with this one? Did I not name it correctly? Atlantic. Do I have a typo anywhere? You didn't return anything there? You didn't return anything there? What? Invalid syntax. So this line specifically, the n-1 line? Wait, where is this line? Oh, here, n-1. Oh, thanks, Swaption. No, how could I have missed that? Oh, look at this. My output is this, which is, uh-oh, does not look good. Do we even get anyone? We aren't even getting 0, 4. We have 4, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, where did all the 0, 4s go? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 0, 4 is... Where did 0, 4 go? 0, 4 isn't even here. So apparently the Pacific never visited 0, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, 0, 4 is here. Do we never visit it? What? 0, 4. So we should have visited 0, 4 in the right squares. n-1, comma row. So we should have visited almost like the first thing right here. 0, row and range M. Oh, did I flip it? Oh, I think I flipped it. The row should go first here, and then the column here. Whoa, we got it. Oh my gosh. Please, Leetcode. Uh-oh, I don't like how long. No! Submission rejected. Why though? Ooh, interesting. Okay, we're close though. Wait, no, we're not close. Why? 5 of 114 test cases. It's okay, let's use this test case. I'm just gonna delete this. Okay. So apparently we're expecting tell your approach once. Sure. I'm basically doing DFS. So I basically start from all the numbers from all the squares directly touching the Pacific Ocean, all the squares directly touching the Pacific Ocean, and then if the water could have flowed from a square to it, we go that way. So for example, 1 could have flown from 2 here, could have flown from here, here. And for all the squares where the water could have flown from, we update our Pacific touch set to store all the squares that the Pacific water has touched. And then for the Atlantic side, all the water here and here, we DFS search this way too, based on where the water could have came from. And if a square is also in Pacific touched, then we add into both touched, and then we return both touched. That's the plan. I think I have a hunch on what's wrong. Rainwater can flow to neighboring cells if the neighbor's height is less than or equal. So it can be equal to. It can be equal to. I think I'm only doing strictly less than. Is less than? If the current square is less than, okay. Less than? Okay, let's run this again. I don't like how long this is taking too. I feel like something has to be wrong. Yeah, maximum recursion depth exceeded. So make it 2 different visited sets, then take common. Yeah. Wait, no, not 2 different ones. 1 visited set. I don't think you need 2 visited ones, right? You can check the first visited set first. Wait, let me check out this example over here. What is even this one? Okay, this one, I can see how it's screwing me over. So it's basically like this, right? This is horrible. A 4x4 square of just 1, 1, 1. So the water can flow like this, literally infinitely. Oh no. Do we need to track which ones we've already visited? Yeah, that's kind of... If we visited one, we can't visit the other, right? Make 1 visited for Pacific and 1 for Atlantic. Are you sure? I feel like it's clearly working for these 2 cases, no? I feel like all we have to do now is to track which ones we visited, no? Are we allowed to just use the Pacific touched one? Well, yeah, we can just use Pacific touched here. Oh, in that regard, we might have to make 2 sets. You might be right. Okay. Yo, still not done? Nope. We're close though. Well, kind of. The one you visited in Atlantic, yeah, okay. So if this thing right here, if this tuple here is not in Pacific Atlantic, not in Pacific touched, then you recurse, right? Lock in, bruh. I am locking in. My brain is... I'm like Luffy at gear 10 right now, but only my brain. I am so locked in. Even the locksmith, lockpicking lawyer can't pick this brain. Okay, so we have to do we have to do an Atlantic touch now. No! Atlantic touched is equal to set. Oh boy. Atlantic DFS. Okay, you know what? Yeah. You know what, Vamsy, I can see how you could just do one function for both the Atlantic and Pacific, but I'm too far in now. It's too late. I've already dug my grave. Atlantic touched. Atlantic touch dot add. Yeah, and then here, oh man, it really is a bunch of duplicate code, isn't it? Gear 10, not in Atlantic touched. So much duplicate code. My eyes. Yeah, so that's our visited. And then we probably do one loop at the end, right? Going over every single Pacific touched. If it's also an Atlantic touched, then add into both touched. I said you bruh to do one DFS. I didn't see how to do it before, but I see it now. Yeah, you were right, god damn it. Okay. So at the end here, for every single for every square in Pacific touched. Do you guys like being touched by the Pacific or the Atlantic? If square in Atlantic touched, then both touched. Dot add the square. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're doing better on these ones. Why is this one wrong? 4, 4. Can you even get to the Pacific through here? This is 4, 4. Oh, interesting. Wait. I sense something wrong. Pacific DFS, we're adding Pacific touched here. Atlantic DFS, Atlantic touched to add. You don't like getting touched? Okay, I will respect that. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying I. The Pacific and Atlantic Ocean should respect that. At least by oceans. Why not? It's just water. Pacific DFS, Atlantic DFS. Why are we inputting? Can we actually get to 4, 4 from the Pacific? I don't think we can. Wait, actually we can. We can go 5, 4, 4 here, no? And then 5, 2, 1. Wait, why is 4, 4 in the Pacific touched one? No. Why is 4, 4 touched by the Pacific? That doesn't make sense. How did we even get there? What? This boundary over here. It can't possibly go through there. Okay, let's read through this very carefully. If we're out of bounds, return. If the current square is less than the previous one, then return, because you can't possibly have flown from there to the previous one. Specific touch.add row, comma column. For every row diff in range, that. What is this? If row diff, that's not even Python. Does that make a difference? Nope. If the row diff and column diff are both equal to 0, then continue. Else, if the row that you're going to is not in specific touched, then you recurse on that square. Okay. Which still begs the question, how are we getting to 4-4 from the Pacific? What's the duration of this stream? It has been 1 hour. I've been doing this problem for 1 hour. No. Is less than it. Return. Should we start printing stuff out? Like, up to what time will you stream? Oh, until I finish this problem. Check those for loops once. Okay, for row diff in range -1, 2. So we're doing -1 to 1. For column diff in range -1, 2. If the row diff is equal to 0 and the column diff is equal to 0, meaning it's the same square, then we continue. Else, if the row plus the row diff, comma, column plus column diff is not in specific touched, meaning we have not visited down ones, the down ones, so we start at 0, column in range here, and then row, column 0 here. That should be right. I think we should print out, we can start printing stuff out to debug. Let me collapse this row. Okay, so we can do print current square row, column, sure. And then we can do print. What's your PC specs? I have a RTX 3060. That's all I know. I don't know much about computers, so I had a friend who knows more about computers to help me select the parts and do stuff. Oh, Marisa, hello. How you doing? Long time no see. How you doing? I've been doing this problem for an hour now. Print, visiting square. If it's out of bounds, then print out of bounds. And then if I can't go here, current square is shorter than the previous one, then we do physically impossible. I should just print the current one here, no? I'm doing fine right now, actually, except for my sleep schedule. That one is not fine. He got his uni friend from chat. Oh no, we are not uni friends. She was one of my first viewers. So she is very important. Be nice to her. I mean, not that she ever gets bullied in chat or whatever. Current score is 0-0. Okay, oob, out of bounds. Current score is 0-1. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, sorry Marisa. You go by they, right? My bad. How are we getting to 4-4? 4-4. Well, yeah, 4-4 is physically impossible. Why are we getting to 4-4? What is this sorcery? I mean, if it's physically impossible, then we return, right? Are we visiting 4-4 elsewhere? 4-4. I wish they extended the ranges up to like 8, because then we could be like 6-7 but oh look, from 4-3. Krishna says in condition rho greater than or equal to m, or rho greater than or equal to m. That is out of bounds, right? What's inside? Well, yeah, how do we even get to 4-3 here? That doesn't make any sense. The furniture. I'm so confused what's happening in chat right now. Oh my goodness. You know what? Yash, till what topic have you covered Python? Oh, so I'm doing the blind 75 list. I've done arrays, skip binary, done dynamic programming, currently on graphs. That's where I am. Why are we visiting 4-3? Okay, I think it's time for our last resort. At a time like this, when we've attempted a problem for an hour, it's time to go to best friend ChatGPT and ask them why our solution doesn't work. Why does this not work? Why are we visiting 4-4 from the Pacific? Why? Oh, very common mistake when first implementing Pacific Atlantic water flow. ChatGPT on top. You are using... It iterates over 8 directions. No! There's no diagonal flow. How was I supposed to know that? No diagonal flow. That really sucks. You need 4 directions, little boy. How was I supposed to know that? How was I supposed to know this problem is not physically accurate? Are you unemployed? You're asking this? Is it because I'm so bad at coding this problem? No, I'm not unemployed. Don't worry. Wait, this brings hope to a lot of people, huh? Read the problem. Yeah, so in this problem, water can only flow north, south, east, west. No! God damn it. So technically I would be right if the water can flow diagonally, right? Holy sh... Oh ho ho ho. I'm so mad. Okay, there you go. There you go. What are you employed at? Oh. I don't think I should tell you. Can you get a referral? It would be hilarious to refer you to the current company I'm working at. Because we're already downsizing. Okay, so directions are here. Okay. For every row, column, differential, and directions, the new row column is here. And if we have not visited that square, then we visit it. Okay, let's run this. Is that really it? Unexpected indent. Doko, where? Oh, here. Oh, I see. Hold on, I'm locking in. Atlantic DFS is not defined. Line 51. What am I doing? Why is this name like this? Did I just do that? Atlantic DFS. Water can't flow diagonally, guys. Oh, set object is not callable. Wait, yeah, why did I do this? Okay, call the recursive function. Not in Atlantic touched. Oh, finally. Water cannot flow diagonally in Leetcode. Jesus. Is this finally gonna work? Please. Oh! All because water can't flow diagonally. No. Oh. Yeah. That really sucks. So my only issue was that I assumed water can flow diagonally. Oh. If this was Minecraft... Wait, can water flow diagonally in Minecraft? I don't even remember. Can water flow diagonally in Minecraft? ChatGPT, my best friend. This was a good usage of ChatGPT. I like it. I'm just gonna do it in the same session. Can water flow diagonally in Minecraft? No? Oh. Oh, interesting. I don't know why I thought it could. Dang, so they were following Minecraft rules. I hate this problem so much. Krishna says you manipulated me also using those for loops. Oh yeah. These two functions start off really differently, right? But then they just converge to the same thing. Wait, let me boot up Minecraft and check. Wait, yeah, we can do some refactoring here, no? We can also pass in... Yeah, we can also pass in the set that we're actually updating, right? Like... Is it? And make this a whole lot simpler. Visited.add, not in visited, you know? And then we can call this ocean DFS, whatever. This is not needed anymore. Oh my. Ocean DFS, ocean DFS, ocean DFS, ocean DFS. And then for the Pacific ones, you input this one as the visitor. This is kind of simple in hindsight, actually. Well, Leetcode problems are always like that. Wait, this is Atlantic touched. Atlantic touched. And then at the end, for every square that's in Pacific touched, that's also in Atlantic touched, add them to both touched. Hopefully this works. Nope. Oh, right. It's called Ocean DFS now. We're being fancy. Oh. Visited. Bamsi says, can you connect with me? Oh, there we go. You talking with Krishna or me? LinkedIn? Oh. I'm so done with this problem. What are the fastest people doing here? Oh. They're doing DFS too. Yeah, they're doing the same thing as me. Literally the same thing as me. Oh, except they're not doing... Oh. Oh, actually, they're doing a list of booleans. That's pretty interesting. So just true or false, huh? If the water can flow or if they've touched it. Okay, sweet. Fonzie says LinkedIn? You want my LinkedIn? Oh wait, you're talking to Krishna, okay. I see. Dang. We literally spent an hour and 30 minutes on this problem. Well, I did get off to a rocky start, thanks Vamsi for helping. Oh, so water can't flow diagonally. Why? This simulation sucks. Wait, I want to look up some water flowing in Minecraft now. Is it actually following Minecraft rules? Minecraft water. Sure, whatever. Can you give your LinkedIn brush spinny eyes? Sure. After I look at how water flows. How does water flow? When you fail. Oh, here. This looks like a good video. Place your bets, guys. Is it gonna flow diagonally?
And I have a very special tutorial for you guys all around, included how water and also water can be moved using a bucket. Another water location or
oh, he's doing it in a contained container. Oh,
we'll create new water blocks.
I can't tell. He's not leaving diagonal space.
Here, it's if you pick up water where it's great, and it will cut area. Place water in each corner.
Oh, yeah, it does not flow diagonally. Because if it did, it would have...
Solid blocks up to 1 block below the surface, and it will cause the water block to form. The best way to create an infinite water stream is to dig out a 2x2 area. Place water in each corner.
Yeah, see? Okay, yeah. Water does not flow diagonally in Minecraft. It starts here, right? If it flowed diagonally, it would have gone here too. Okay, that settles the debate. I hate this problem. Though I should have read it more carefully. Water can flow to neighboring cells north, south, east, west. I actually do have a LinkedIn for my VTuber account. I will not give you my real account though. I think you can literally type like Chet Spinny Eyes LinkedIn. I mean, this is sort of a troll account. No, I have to log. Alright, well, it's here. CEO at Spinny Eyes Co. What's your Leetcode? My Leetcode is Chet _ Spinny Eyes. Yeah. Just at the end. Oh, I recently broke 200 solved. That's pretty cool. Chet, are you planning tomorrow's contest? I am. Although, I did contact Leetcode. I don't think I can stream the contest anymore. It's against the rules. I could get permabanned if I continue streaming the contest live. So what I'll probably do is I'll stream it in a private stream, and then I'll only release the VOD after the contest ends. Yeah. And then the usual edited version will come out within the same week too. Well, within 1 week. Apparently I'm attempting 15 questions. I do not know what the 15 questions are. Okay, that's enough for today. Water can't flow diagonally. SMH. Alright. I'm gonna leave now. Thanks Vamsi for all the help today. Thanks Krishna. Thanks Marisa. Long time no see. Vamsi getting everybody's account for everything. Hey, it's called networking. I've actually never seen this level of networking in a live stream chat though. Vamsi says I'm unemployed. Oh, well, you got this. Good luck, Vamsi. With this sort of social skills, I'm sure you'll get employed. Wait, you said you're in your final year, right? You got time, right? I've had friends who graduated 1 or 2 years before they found their first job, so yeah. Ganpatte, man. Pre-final? What does that even mean, pre-final? Like you're in your final year? Or junior year? Here too. Oh, unemployed here too. Hey, everybody's unemployed, gang. I was part of unemployed gang. A year ago too. Dang, it's been in a year. I've been at my current job for a year. Time flies by so fast when you're suffering. 3rd year? Oh. You know, at this point, I think I know like people around my age. I think I know more unemployed people than employed people. What's your job role? Oh, I got hired as a backend engineer, but through the sheer power and will of vibe coding, I eventually drifted to front end too, so you could say I'm full stack. Yeah. With vibe coding, I don't even have to know syntax for TypeScript or JavaScript. I just tell the LM what to do and it does it. What's your tech stack? We use React and Remix on the front end. We have 2 backends. We use Flask and then Express.js. Flask is used for, I guess the more data processing stuff, where we need like NumPy, matrix multiplication stuff. Yeah. Ayush says, as someone who have been looking for a job, what will you tell to a go-to person to do in startup third year. I know just front end as of now, vibe coding too. Oh. Advice to people looking for a job. I'm not joking here. Well, this is for, just asterisk, this is for American advice because I'm in America. If you're in college and you're looking for a job, Leetcode like your life depends on it. That's one of my big regrets in college too. I didn't realize how important Leetcode was. Like literally every single interview uses it when you're just starting out. Maybe also have some cool projects underneath your belt too, so you can put it on your resume. Like any project that you're passionate about, or maybe even better, one that matches the job description that you're targeting to. Can I get into your company? Are you in India? I think the H1B, well, there's a lot of blockers. There's so many things blocking you right now from entering my company. One is the visa situation in India is really tricky now, right? The H1B from Donald Trump. Some days it's like, what's even allowed? Yeah, and we're currently not hiring. It's just the ugly truth. Because both financial situation and political situation. Can you do remote? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we can do remote. My boss isn't a remote person. Lino says stop vibe coding. Yeah, if you're learning coding, don't vibe code. Lino says, what do you do for work? I work, man, I could phrase this in a way that could make me look so cool or so dumb. The cool way to phrase it is, I work in AI. Whoa, Chet, you're so smart. Whoa. Well, the ugly way to put it is, I work for a ChatGPT wrapper company, which is the rage nowadays. Family says, bruh, I'm financially unstable. I need a job. Well, time to... I don't know what job searching is like in India, to be honest. Dumb way AI waifu chatbot. No, we don't make AI chatbots. Well, actually, we kind of do. Not AI waifu, though. Not AI waifu. That's so cool, you know? Really? Thank you. Yeah, wait, there's people from India in the chat, right? Do you have any advice for Vamsi? I don't live in India. From what I've been told, you could go into the private sector companies, right? Which are like higher paying jobs, a little less stable though. Or you could go into the government jobs, which are less pay, but more stable. But you also have to pass through a lot of difficult tests that you have to study for. But you also have lots of perks and benefits from the government job, you know? It's too competitive in India, bro. That's what I've heard too. That's what I can infer from YouTube too. There's so many Indian tech VTubers. I mean, no, not VTubers, just YouTubers. Why are all the best programming tutorials in Indian? I'm sorry, from Indian people. Also, by the way, to earlier, water can flow diagonally in Minecraft? No way. Is it an update? Oh, I see your... Wasser kann diagonal fliegen. Interesting. I am doing C++. I think if he was good at C+ skills and good English, he can get a job, I think. I'm doing C+. Bro, government job, what is the competition like from 200,000? Only one get government job. Anikesh says, in which firm do you work? I currently work at Huron Consultancy Group. Wow. You're okay just saying that? Well, is it because you're already like... your name is just publicly available on your username? Alright, I think that's enough suffering for today. If you only want money, programming ain't for you. You know, 10 years ago I would have disagreed with that. Now, yes, it's so saturated now. Give me use... Wait, Ayush says, is America too racist to Indians? I think depends on where you go. It's different for locations, but where I live, no. My company is actually primarily Indian people. Yeah, that's not a lie. It's majority Indian people. Were you always interested in coding, or did you choose it just for a job? Oh, I liked making games and animations and stupid apps in high school. I think if you ask me, do I like coding? I think it highly depends on the subject. If it's like games or 3D experiences, or like, I don't know, make an AI waifu, that's fun. But if you ask me, make a security system, permission system, that's boring as heck. AI intern how? AI intern how? Honestly, I'm not too well versed with like AI internships and what are the requirements. You should probably just look up like what tools you need to learn for AI. Is it like PyTorch, stuff like that, you know? LLMs, try making your own LLM from scratch. That seems pretty impressive to put on a resume. Krishna is an AI intern. I'm learning to code to survival. I mean, I am too. I didn't say I like coding every time. Like, yeah, depends on the project. Some days I really hate coding. Okay, we've been here 1 hour 40 minutes. I'm done. I'm gonna end this stream. Have you tried making a game yourself? Yeah. Just recently too. I made a Bop It that worked on web. A 3D Bop It game. Alright, bye Marisa. Thanks Vamsi. Thanks Lino. Thanks Krishna. See you guys next time. Bye.